Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead Season 10. Now, filming has officially begun. I found this out early this morning because Greg Nicotero posted, I believe it was on Instagram. I wasn't home, I was dropping my daughter off at school, and it was just the slate, and it had like scene 1 or out of 40 or something like that, and it was just the slate on the ground, and that was it, like a wooden ground. And you know what? I looked for that picture and I couldn't find it afterwards. I don't know if he took it down. I don't know if it was on Instagram or Facebook and I just mixed up which one and I just can't find it. But long story short, they're definitely in production because Norman Reedus afterwards posted an image of his chair and Melissa McBride's chair filming season 10. Now, there's only a little bit we know of right now, but I think there's a really big teaser out there coming from Angela Kang. But everything we know so far about season 10, and this is the video that will kickstart all the season 10 discussion videos. We keep them separate on playlists in case you guys want to go back throughout each individual season. But the one thing we know right off the bat is the focus will be on the peace/war with the Whispers, and that's the kind of flimsy peace treaty they have right now, and then the eventual war we know they're going to get to. We also know they're going to focus slowly and build the mystery on who is the voice on the radio, and that was from the end of season 9. Now this, a lot of fans believe this is the new community called the Commonwealth, and I don't personally believe we're going to get into the Commonwealth until season 11. We might build up the mystery and release little tidbits of information throughout season 10. Hell, we might even plan some type of meetup with a representative from the Commonwealth, but that's at the most. At this time, I don't believe we're actually going to the Commonwealth until season 11. But we're also going to focus on Negan and his release. The reason that's important is because that will put that character back out into the world of The Walking Dead and mix his story into our character stories instead of just being a prisoner. Another big thing they are focusing on in season 10 will be Michonne. This will be the season Michonne exits the story. At this time, we only know that she's going to be in at least 4 to 6 episodes, something like that, roundabout, and she will leave kind of like Rick did, where it's possible for her to return, or it's possible for her to end up in one of the movies or spin-offs that is happening with the AMC Walking Dead movies. And finally, one of the biggest nuggets of information came from Angela Kang, and this is the quote from The Hollywood Reporter talking about what themes they're going to explore in season 10. And she says, thematically, I'll give you an early hint. We are talking about the idea of the Whispers. There's some stuff from the comic books that has to do with the idea of the Whispers and whispering and propaganda. We're very interested in what a war with people like the Whispers looks like. What is a Cold War in The Walking Dead? We're looking forward to exploring that next year. Now, a Cold War, by definition, is a state of political hostility between countries characterized by threats, propaganda, and other measures short of open war. Now, I personally believe she is directly referring to the Silence the Whisperers program that they had going on in the Alexandria community, and this is stuff coming from the source material. See what happened after the fatal border wall. The decision not to attack right away slowly ate away at the civilians living inside the communities, and it slowly started to drive them crazy, every day expecting to be attacked or killed, or their families attacked and killed, and they really started to lose faith in Rick Grimes and his leadership, and then he was eventually attacked in issue 150. Again, this doesn't matter because he's gone. I mean, they might remix this with Michonne, they might remix this with Daryl, but the idea here is worrying about the Whispers started to rip the communities apart. So Rick started this propaganda program to unite everybody against the Whisperers. Hence the cover, Silence the Whispers. Teaching people, training people, distracting people. And there's other complexities in there, but I believe at this point in time we would just be going into some heavy speculation, and I'd rather wait till we get more information coming out. But I think the one thing that stands out from what Angela Kang is saying, and I'll give it to you straight, this feels like season 10 will be a slow burn. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Season 9 was definitely one of the best seasons in the franchise, but I get the feeling that we are going to have a very slow burn when it comes to the Whispers and what plays out in Season 10. Now, obviously, there's going to be little nuggets of stories that eventually intertwine. Negan, obviously him getting out in some type of way, and then his story intertwining with the Whisperers. It's going to start out possibly separate and then connect. But Michonne is the biggest question mark in my opinion, because I just don't see Michonne leaving while they are at war with the Whisperers. So at this time, I'm going to predict when she leaves, it is before open warfare, and she possibly feels like they can avoid an all-out confrontation, an all-out war, because it wouldn't make sense for her to leave knowing they're going to war with the Whispers any moment now. Alright guys, I'm going to try not to bloat these videos with a lot of word salad. That's pretty much all we got for Season 10. It's one of the first videos to kick off our discussions for Season 10. So put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm done talking. It's your turn.